This your first time down here?
No, I've been down here before. I haven't been down here since he started putting up the petition. I saw this. And Knowledge asked me about the electrician. So I told him to go ahead and fight for the brother who was working down here already. I don't care if you ask for 3, but fight for that brother that already worked in the school.
Oh, okay.
So that's how I talked to him.
Okay.
So he said he was going to do that.
Yeah, I know I spoke to one of the brothers.
Because that's what I told him. When he called me up, he said, did you get, I said, yeah. I said, even if we need 2 others, still advocate for the brother who already did work in here. Don't just overpass him because somebody got cheaper and shit like that. Now, when I talk to Cypher, I'm going to advocate the brother who worked down here. If I talk to anybody else, I'm going to advocate him. See what I'm saying? I'm going to do it that way.
He ready for the second phase, man. So he said something trying to contact Cypher.
Well, what happened is if I got a contact, what I'll do is I'll call Cypher tonight.
Yeah, God, you hear me? Talk to him about Cypher, man. You can get on the phone.
What you say? What you about to say?
No, what I'll do is tonight, I'll call Cypher, and I'll tell Cypher that the brother did work down here. He got a history of doing work down here. Even if we got to get 3, let's go for it.
Okay.
You know, that's how I'm advocating. That's why I came down here to tell you what I'm advocating. Because I told it to Knowledge, and Knowledge said he was going to call Dubar and ask him for some other people so they could get 3 bids. But I said, even if we got 3 bids, the brother already worked in the school. He knows the structure.
Exactly.
You know, so let him be the one.
Yeah, definitely.
That makes perfect sense.
Because whatchamacallit called me up and asked me, do we have a permit from down here? And I told him, occupancy, God, we under a religious thing downtown for 50 years. So we can't go, they don't even, I had to take them our lease for 50 years. The one from the Urban League, we don't have one since that.
So it is under religious thing?
Yeah, it's under religious thing.
You know that?
Because that's how they keep it under, that's how nobody could touch us. For 50 years. Now, if somebody go and fuck it up, or go in there and say, nah man, we nation of God.
That's about the brothers in court, in the system, man, fighting and saying that we're not a religion.
No,
but
but no,
listen what I'm
but
saying.
I understand,
I'm saying on
that.
listen what I'm saying. I'm saying on record.
Right.
Them going to court fighting saying that we're not a religion when on record this school that we're saying
they ain't gonna do that. No, they ain't gonna do that because the mayor put it on there like that. So
they understanding what I'm saying to you. I'm saying, listen, God.
If they win the case in court that we 5% we not a religion, it doesn't do nothing with the property because the law was here in person and the mayor gave him this. So they can say what they want. They've been calling us a religion all these years. They're not going to all of a sudden switch it up unless they put something through the whole system. They can say, okay, the 5% can't be called out, but they can't all of a sudden change property. That's a whole different process. That's why that lady came and asked that brother when he was in here, when Shamar was here, she asked him, are y'all still under religious documents? Shamar called me, I said, say yeah. I said, did you get her name? He said no. So I told everybody after that if anybody come here, let them talk to me. You know, as a director, not as no chairperson or nothing like that. And I've been dealing with that for over years. So now all of a sudden people want to come and say, no, I got authority. But when it comes to people knowing the history, I know that. Anybody else, they can say what they want, but if they fuck it up, it's in their name, it ain't in my name. And that's why I said, YouTube ain't the shit for this.
No, I don't do that. No, what you talking about? What you talking about? I don't get put on YouTube.
God, the reason why I say that is because I don't know who be putting it on there, but I know it be brothers taking pictures and stuff.
But no, I take pictures and I put it on YouTube, but there's certain things that I know that doesn't go on YouTube because there's certain things that's just that's internal shit.
I talked in the classroom one time and I said tape this, and then I talked at the parliament and I saw that on there, and then there was another time I talked, I was giving my history and the history of how
you probably talk about what's that Rob Mel film. Rob Mel filmed that.
Right, but I told them brothers go ahead and tape it. But I didn't know that I could look on YouTube and see the shit I said. See what I'm saying? But I don't mind. It's just that I'm not gonna get on no internet and talk to nobody. You know, brothers call here and say, yo, God, I want this. I said, yo, God, this time we don't have it. If they say they want the paper, I said, look in the old paper, get Khalim's address and send money orders to him. But they still send it to us. So what we do, when we read them letters and they say that, I don't care if they say books, crowns, when they get to newspaper, the 5% newspaper, I take it and send it dead to Khalim, whether he's checking it or not. Because he was saying that we was taking all the checks out the thing. And I'm gonna tell you something, we got a history. I've been doing this for the last 5 years, especially since he left. But when I took over the position that I took over with the school, everything that comes, Shamar could tell you, everything, he said, what we do with this? Send it to Khalim. What we do with this? Send it to Khalim. That way we don't take no check, even though it said Allah you sent to Mecca, we don't deposit it because he deposited down south. He got that Allah you sent on the paper, so he could go to the bank and say, nah, we part of this, and they would say, go ahead and cash the check. See, they be coming talking about people be stealing checks. That'd be bullshit. That'd be a whole lot of bullshit. Because if it is, then when it gets back to the person, it would have a law you sent to my stamp and shit on the back of it. If it don't have my stamp, it got somebody signing this shit, ain't mine. I've been going through this, guys, since 77 when I came home. Even with Khalim. Khalim and me was like that. All of a sudden he go down south and shit, I'm a fucking thief. But he didn't say why we broke up. He asked me for $150 and I gave it to him. And then the next month he said, I want another $150. And I said, you ain't give me a receipt. I want to see the books. And that was right after the parliament. We had $2,000 in flags plus $4,000 in the bank. He getting the parliament, how much is in the bank? So I said, 6. See what I'm saying? That's what he was doing. He was, how much is in the bank account? So I told him 6, so we got in there. And when he looked at the book, he said, how come we got 4,000? You trying to get, see, he got that you trying to get me killed scared shit. Because he said I was trying to get Shasha and them to kill him. And I said, get Shasha to kill you for what? My bank account, when I say something's in there, gotta be, but you asking me. So how in the fuck they gonna kill you? So I gave up a law you center. I gave it to Born Justice. Born Justice stayed at home and said he ain't having no meetings. He working from his house. The next year, I took it back from him. Then that's when C.I. Kill got it. Now C.I. Kill got a law you center. He had it for years. All of a sudden, I go out there to Medina. He got the 3 kings. He got brothers that I haven't seen in years.
What you mean? He got? He
was giving. No.
You said he got?
No. Listen what I'm saying. He had our law you center here. But he gave fundraisers with the 3 kings. Him.
Which was a not-for-profit.
No, they know 3 kings ain't no not-for-profit.
What is that?
That was Black Sun.
No, I'm saying, what is it?
It was a group that they formed.
Oh, a group.
That they formed for fundraising. They was making money off of it.
They got a not-for-profit though.
God, let me just talk about what I know, and then you find out what non-profit they got. They had 3 dances for 3 different years.
See, I always said that.
Every time I went to the dance, I seen brothers I ain't seen since the 60s. So I said, God damn, look at all these peaceful people. They know me from Kareem. That's how far back they go. Right. And then the next year, the same thing. The next year, they filled up that place, the African Club. They filled that place up 3 years. So then on the 3rd year, me and Born Justice was together. I said, when you gonna do that? Me and Khalim was together. I said, when you gonna do that for Allah Youth Center? He said, I'm not. So then that October, I went after him to get Allah Youth Center back. And that's when I got it back from him. And when I got it back, all of a sudden, I started dealing with the people downtown. The bank account and everything like that. The money was right. Nobody, see the thing about when somebody said we stole money, the money that's in the bank is used and it's accountable for. Like how you say money being handed, that's the money that's not accounted for. But the bank account always had money in it. Both the law you sent it. Now,
always had money in it?
Always had money in it. So now you got this over here. You got Father Bouchon and what's his name? From Pelon, Black Sea, he passed. Ramel,
Ramel,
you got Ramel. They had that private. All that shit was private. That was, we didn't, if they gave us money, they gave us money, but they was out there from 9 to 5 running it.
It wasn't no carts over there?
Huh?
There wasn't no carts over there then?
Yeah, they the ones that started that shit. Ramel started the trucks, and he was, every time you look, he gave a bus ride, he gave a dance, he gave something that the nation could do. If the nation needed to fix up something, he gave money to it. But we didn't have no account of that money. Father Bouchon, the same thing. Father Bouchon would say, what y'all need? I'm giving this to y'all for fix up that. And we had meetings in which we set up a thing on the board. We said we needed A, B, C, and D. And they said, okay, we're going to do this first, we're going to do that second, we're going to do that third. That's how the wall got painted. That's how the place got to where it is. Even the yard. Father Bouchon bought that big basin and had fish in it and had water running through it. Then the next year, Divine came and talked about, let me clean it and pull this shit apart. And that was the end of that. But this nation have always held itself up. When brothers start talking about they stealing, you could say that Allah B had money coming to him that he didn't report. But Allah B was reporting how much money came to him from them dances and shit, and the money went in the Allah U Center. That's why when brothers come to me and say, yo man, they been stealing, who the fuck been stealing? Who? Where you see somebody, y'all been fucking up the money. How we fuck up the money? Because if we did that, we wouldn't have a non-profit. We wouldn't have it.
This basement was done like this before?
No, what happened was, Rasheen came in here with the African.
I'm talking initially, from the very beginning.
No.
This basement has never, y'all never touched this basement.
Listen. From back of that, all the way back there was dirt.
From where?
All the way from this, I'm showing you. From behind the boiler, all the way back there was dirt. Otherwise you would just go up to that petition, say up to that petition, and you couldn't get no further.
You can touch it?
Yeah,
all the way
dirt
up.
all the way up. Except for on the top, because that's how the pipes came down.
Is that before this was up? Before this brick wall was
up? No, that was built during that period of time. That was built plus the wall parallel to it, going along there.
Yeah, no doubt.
That was built. That's what he did. But he had the Africans come
he
down.
took the dirt out and then built
he had the Africans working in here. They was bringing up buckets of dirt, putting it in the dumpster. They did that. He paid them all. After that, you know, they got into a little thing where they want to take over shit. I'm going to the crackheads. I'm getting all this money. Fuck y'all. Y'all ain't helping. I'm taking off. But brothers was getting paid. You say, go to the store. Here go $20. Brothers ain't bringing back change. See what I'm saying? So he was doing that shit for brothers. So he got them to take out all of this. Then the year that we took over, we put the beam, the two beams parallel. That's what we did. So that the school wouldn't fall. And we didn't know about the structure at that time. So brother said, no, what you need to do is put this beam and that beam there, and then run a beam that would hold up all the other beams. And then that's when I learned about sister beams, where you take a beam and put the wood on it. Right, that's when we learned down here. So everybody been keeping up the basement.
So basically you learn as you go along, basically, kind of.
Right, now the back, now they had papers down here. They would bring all the 5% papers down here. It was like a junkyard. See what I'm saying? So we would clean it out every once in a while. We would clean it out.
Once in a while. That's like that.
We would clean it out. So once we cleaned it out, we would say, okay, the basement is clean. All them bricks and whatnot, you don't see mold on the wall because we really didn't have mold down here. But everybody, it's mold down here.
No, I'm saying it's very few.
So then what everybody said was they would just one day they get down here and they would pave it, but they never paved it. See what I'm saying? So all them bricks from like you see how this is flat, and then all of a sudden you get to the bricks. See what I'm saying? So that's how that was. And some of those bricks went out here.
So 50. So it says 67.
No.
Right? Y'all had this. What year y'all got this? 67, right?
No, I'm talking about 77 when I got back.
I'm talking about initially when y'all got it. It was like that. What you saying?
No,
that dirt all the way up to the back.
Yeah, when we got it, and then we didn't have the barber shop.
67.
When I came home in 77, I walked around the school. The year before I came, no, it was 67. No, was it 67? It was, listen, no, I'm talking about 77.
I'm trying to figure out how the fuck that dirt got there back there like that.
No, because
the
of the
school
fact,
go all the way back there
what
like
happened?
that. So there's something had to happen for that.
No, what happened was the ground was flat. The ground was flat. They built it on here, and what they did is when it was open, the trucks threw dirt down here, but they left a space so that the pipes could run parallel. Like you could climb up there and go through that, but it wasn't there. The dirt, because that's how the pipes came from the bathroom and ran along the line.
So you said they built it like across that dirt part like that, and then this was the basement part. It was like this was the basement. Yeah,
the basement was just
it ain't
this.
go all the way there. Yeah.
Right, the basement was this. So once they got through doing that, then when Rasheen got through and we fixed that one time, the bathroom fell in.
It fell?
Yeah, all this shit was down there. The brother had to come.
It fell. So that's how I got down there? Because it fell down there?
No, the whole fucking floor went boom with the toilet bowl.
Boom.
Yeah. So then when the brothers came, the plumber came, they had to reset the floor like that. They put the beams crossed, put the toilet bowl in there, and then ran the waistline again. Ran the waistline again. The waistline came and it was supposed to be tilting. That's why I said when I saw that pipe holding it like that, I said it's not supposed to hold it. Because everything's supposed to be
pitched.
Yeah, pitched in the sense that it go down. And the electric always, this have always been good. But what happened is brothers used to run that wire all the way in the back. They never tried to hook this up with more electricity.
Okay.
You know, we could go in the boiler room and we could go in there and then we put a new boiler in there. That's about the third boiler we put in there. So we've been keeping it up.
The will of Allah.
Yeah.
The will of Allah. That's what I said.
That's their ability, right?
You know what I'm saying?
But when you listen to brothers and what they say, we did, even with the 32,000, we had the 32,000 that we got from that building, we had it in a, what they call that shit, a CDL. We had that in there, but because the building had to be tightened and restructured, like that wall that you see outside, it's built like that, we had to take money out there to do that. Then we did the roof. The brothers came from Philly the first time and did the whole roof. But then they had to come back during present day in time. Not present, but when that shit was CR happened. But they've been coming from Philly fixing up the building. And then when they wasn't here, God Supreme and them used to do what they do, took their money and all of us put money in the school. It wasn't a thing, how much you got, boom. We were self-sufficient. Because that's how we grew up. It wasn't no, yo, God, I got paid, but because my earth went to court and told the judge that I take all my money and put it in the school. She said, you don't bring nothing on me, put it on. I said, Your Honor, we got an organization for that. But that was her shit to the judge. So you see, the brothers who was around here before, they all know to get that bottle upstairs used to be in Colleen's office, right? And we'd take 300, 400 at a time and put it in the bank. Because brothers come leave 20, some brothers leave 100, and then all of a sudden, the bottle was stolen. And we forced that brother to get the fuck out of here. Brother came here with 32 with some money on him and went to sleep. When he woke up, his money was gone and the bottle was gone. See what I'm saying? So it's been a lot of thieves around us. But like the average brother that stay here and do this shit, man, we've been doing this shit for a long time. Akbar used to come from Medina over here and say, what y'all need? I got this and I got this. Y'all got brothers that want to work with the, not the sanitation, with the construction workers. We used to send brothers there. Brothers don't want to do shit. So the school have always been self-sufficient. We just ain't had no big money to say, let's do what we had to do. And then when Duma said that we need to have a different type of organization, that's when Cypher and them came in. But when Duma passed, they went into a little sleep portion, then we woke them back up to where they're at now. So, you know, everything is on the up and up. When somebody say I'm a thief, I tell them kiss my ass. She talking to my butt, kiss her. Because If it wasn't for us staying here, and we had people that came amongst us that was with the other team. We went down to court. This guy stayed around us for about 2 years, Mustafa, right? Colleen be talking about that's the Umar man in the paper. But he was around building, yeah, God, this and this and this. So when we went down to the courts, all of a sudden the judge say, Harlem Commonwealth, they took our docket number and said against property, da-da-da. And they say, anybody here representing Harlem Commonwealth? And they said, who's Mustafa? Mustafa got up and said, Your Honor, I don't have anything to do with it, and walked out. And all of us gave Colleen the ticket, our 2-minute ticket, so that's when he took over. That's when that document came out where Colleen was talking about they had us down as a 2-story building. And see, Harlem Commonwealth thought that they could get from that fence all the way here. But what Harlem Commonwealth did is he took all them other block numbers out and put all the property under our block and lot number. So when they took the property, they took the whole property. The community board came to us and said, no, this is 19, 20, 21, 22. And we said, no, it ain't. No, it ain't. Because we had, from the court, said what block and lot number from that fence to this fence was. See what I'm saying? Yeah. Now, why we can't get a certificate of occupancy is because it's still downtown under the religious thing. Because I tell brothers, when they asked me, when we did sanitation in the last, 6 months, we was trying to get sanitation to pull the garbage. They said they wanted occupancy. We sent them everything. But they said they want occupancy, they want this and that. That's when we left them alone. I left them alone. See what I'm saying? So, you know, I just look at it and keep on going. You know, if something happened to me and them brothers is here, Colleen, all them brothers going, then fuck it. Because I didn't think I was going to be 70 fucking years old and old enough to whoop his ass, but, you know, I ain't even think about it. He ain't say shit behind that, except for rocking back and forth. Yeah, go ahead and try it. But I didn't think I was going to be 70. Yeah, 25 them motherfuckers had a gun on me.
Y'all never looked at this as useful land back then? Like we could do something with this?
It was let me say something. It was talked about, but everybody just brought the papers and threw them down there. This was a dumping squad. When you used to come in here, there was nails all over here. But that's what they did.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's what they did.
But there's I'm sure there's layers of other shit that was happening. There's a lot of bullshit that was happening.
Of course, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can see a lot of bullshit, layers of bullshit.
You don't want to see that skeleton.
That's what I'm trying to say, dog. You know what I mean? Like, I bet you about that.
And then the other thing is, they talked about building, coming down here and letting the earth have it and all this shit. This was years ago. They said we could build another room down there, you know, and the ones that talked about it, they were some scheming motherfuckers. So we just looked at them, yeah, slicky dicky, go ahead and do this shit. You know, we didn't go behind them to do shit because they had other alternatives. See what I'm saying? So we ain't fuck with them. Up until this brother came and said, when we had that thing where he said I could do it, let him do it. How you gonna do it, rooms and all? Let him do it. But God, let him do it. As long as we don't move nobody down here to live, then they can't say shit.
We had a couple of people we wanted to move down here.
You can't move them down here. You could have it so, no, but check this out.
Exactly, man.
But look at this, you could have it so that this is an office. You could have it so that the computers run from down here. You could bring the Frigidaire down here and build a kitchen down here, you know, and shit like that. Even with the kitchen, years ago, we said we was gonna cut out that kitchen up there, cut out the floor, and have an open door right upstairs. You wanna get down here, pull the door, and go down.
That's smart.
You know, but everybody keep talking about, no, they can't go outside, because this shit, ain't nobody want to come down here.
No, we ain't coming down that way. It's going
and then the other thing, is the reinforced.
Fuck
them
that.
stairs was reinforced 5 times.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That shit was reinforced 5 times. We had metal stairs on that one time. Them shit's just like sinking, like I set my feet in that fucking banana.
That's nobody.
So now you got the history along with everything else.
Right.
No YouTube. but yeah, dog. We've been struck, and the thing about it is, we fought with the community board. We fought with Harlem Commonwealth. Guys will come over here and say, "Look, we would like to build this equal to the one across there." Cause we had Chiron's plan. And they say as long as it's uniform with the block. Then the Law B came in there and Beloved and said they wanted to do a 7-story building, and you know.
All these fucking interpretations.
No, but the thing about it,
I remember that 7-story building. I gave up a couple of dollars on that too.
Is we never followed behind Chiron, because Chiron was an architect.
Yeah.
And then brothers started spreading room. See, because Chiron did GUL. He did, we spent 3 years structuring that whole GUL. And time he structured that, brothers talk about he's an FBI agent. Them brothers know how to throw a label on your ass. And the brother said, look, I don't need this shit. I'm an engineer and shit. I got 2 families, 2 different places. Let me go build. And he built. Beloved came here and he was like sort of shunned out at one time. So, you know, brothers got the way that they don't know what happened, but they, yo, Mallah, you know you've been thieving and shit like that. What the fuck you still doing here? The old and the young and all that shit. But where the history is being passed down to. You can't pass it down if you don't know it. And then you go fuck up downtown. And they said, oh, so y'all don't know the history. Oh, okay. So tomorrow we taking this out of here. Because y'all not 5%ers no more. Y'all are the gods on earth. But they can't do that.
Gotcha.
Not with the property. They can't do it. No, but the loophole is motherfuckers with all this talking. Because how many people came here and tried to develop on the lot, and when they went downtown, they told them, you got to deal with them brothers. See, that's how they are downtown. You want to do something, go deal with them. That's on their property. So we had stick pennies, even the community board. We had to get them straight. So we done cleared out everything for this to be like this. And now they're talking about historical site. The only thing we could say is historical is how we got it. You can't, because the building ain't got no significance in it. So you can't say, oh, this is a historical building. No, it's a historical site for what came out of here. All these nappy-head boys then became college education, then did this and then did that. Allah did this, but they don't want to even put Allah name up on them. They don't want to put Allah name up on no block. So, you know, we got to just maintain it. And then hopefully we going to do that. I want that tape too.
Yeah.
Hey, I guess this to get us started.
No,
Once we looking at this motherfucker, then we can think about what we're going to do after this.
No, but see, the thing about it is that when people study what they want to do with the property, there's a lot more with that. It's a lot more. I took a brother with me over to the state office building because them people wanted to talk to us.
I got a question.
And the brother turned around and told them, we don't need nothing from y'all, we got money. And the guys got up and walked out.
Can I ask you a question?
What?
Let me ask you a question. Look, what is the future plans for law school?
That's something that you got to get together. And
I'm asking you, what is
to
it
me,
what is the future plans for law school?
Okay.
I'm talking about
back on that my plans.
What's your future plans for law school?
You want to see that's God cypher years old. He's about his future plans. Like he's been really leaving that.
Listen,
I mean,
listen, this is what I got. To build a school on the property, 5 stories high.
5 stories.
5 stories. Because it gotta equal out the block. See, you got codes that you gotta follow around, zoning codes. The zoning code that Law B and them want to use is for across the street. Even though they could have used it over here because they had architects that know how to manipulate. See what I'm saying? Like that building over there is taller than 5 feet. But the thing about it is to have a school here from this to this, have a business downstairs. Maybe even like the brother said, why don't you get
what kind of business, Umar?
listen, why don't you get a credit union to move in on the store? Or why don't you get a bank to be put down here? You could have grocery stores and shit like that, but a credit union keep people coming back and forth. They keep them going into the credit union, putting money in it, so that's like an ongoing thing. Or have a bank set up down here where it's an ongoing thing. But the school itself will be a multicultural place. What I'm talking about? Education, vocational, and any other thing. On the roof, put solar panels that will cover the roof. I'll show you something. I took a picture of a building downtown. And this is how I really see it too. I'm not joking. I ain't for that shit where I'm dealing with no mystery. Oh, that don't look good and shit. I was downtown. Look at this. Look at this. See what I'm saying?
The whole building.
The whole building, because if you have it that way, you could have solar panels on the roof. You could have vocational, educational, after-school program, NA, AA. You could have a bunch of cooking programs. You could have remedial reading. You could have language programs in here. We don't have a child care under the corporation, but a child care could be put in here for people with young children, parenthood. You could have all those different programs in a place like this and teach them for the future. When we didn't have the ability to go to Harlem Prep, what we was doing was going to the Church of the Masters, which was it wasn't even GD at that time, it was a pre-educational program to bring our reading level back up. And you got language programs out here. You got all type of You could have a cooking program. You could have a plumbing program. You could have driver's education. You could have people learning how to ride a CDL. You know, youth want to learn CDL. We could invite people in here for activities like dances. We could have food affairs. You could have a wedding in here. Somebody want to get a wedding because the property could be used. But to have somebody here that don't rely on fucking up and have a bunch of brothers here for one common cause to make sure it's maintained. That means from morning, noon, and night. And hire brothers to do security and hire brothers to do the right thing. So nobody can mess up the wall. We could have painting classes in here. People know how. We could have union move into the building to teach people how to be a union. You could have all those things that you don't see nowhere else you could put in here. You could have a classroom that's not like a classroom, it's like a bigger open space like the white people are doing downtown. And just have them come in here, they could play the machines over here, study over there, play music over there. You could put a DJ thing in here where people learn music. You could have a multi-vocational educational program on the site. But you gotta have people that know what they want to do and people that could do it. You gotta have directors of all of those programs willing to do what they have to do. Yeah, they have to be directors.
So right now, the way so the present state that the school is in, you saying that we have to implement more programs?
With this school the way it is, you need somebody like Ramel. Ramel stays here and he looks over the programs, so he's the director over the program. That means if anybody want to know anything about the programs that's coming here, they're going to Ramel. They can't. Nobody else can talk about those girls coming in.
I'm saying, how do we present that to the nation in terms of? That's what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
I'm saying in terms of the space that we have right now throughout the day, 7 days a week. How do we present that to the nation or people who have those type of skills that they can bring them here to the school and occupy this space and time?
What I tell Ramel is to make a time calendar. On Monday,
I got it upstairs.
No, but I'm just saying, That's how you say, well, if you want to bring an art class in here, or you want to talk about programs, what hours do you need? If you wanna bring a program talking about development, what hours do you need? And fit them in those hours that they need to be here. If something is here, they can't use those hours. You can't use Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You can't use NA program. And everybody complain about the NA program, but a lot of brothers didn't want to go to them churches.
That's right.
So Kaleem started it in here, and they was keeping it up.
Right.
And people come here for that.
That's right.
You know,
Right.
The thing about it is we got to be together. See, we can't be all of a sudden stabbing another brother in the back. Because oh man, fuck him, he been here when they was doing this and doing that. Shit, but ask him, why was he here? What have you been doing all these years? Nothing? See what I'm saying? Have you seen him teach? Or have you seen him try to teach? If they don't do that, that's the whole thing. Our sound was how we taught. We would talk loud, and brothers say, yeah, man, how you gonna manifest this in order to see how the future is? You gotta build to be born. God, you gotta have knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Yeah, this is what you do. And you put
See,
him.
this is all the empty space that we have left.
Right. Now you could
Sunday
have.
is on the back.
Now what I did is I came in here with a resume program from 10 to 12. I came in here with a resume program. So the ones that wasn't in school and wanted to write the resume, they had 3 days to come in here and write a resume, learn how to dress to go to work, except for we didn't have clothes. We just talked about, brought ties and showed them how to tie ties.
Right.
But you could have programs full in there if you got somebody say they want a director.
Listen, let me ask you this question. This is a very important question about to ask you.
Wrap it up.
What type of effective programs that we can bring to the school now that would bring the youth here?
Well, like you say, you got. See, when we talk about youth, you got youth that's out of school, and those are the youth we need to target. The ones that's in school, they in something. What about the ones that's walking around the school or got kicked out of school, juveniles? Even with the thing with the those who they say work release that they send to us.
Right.
If they don't have a GED, they do work release, but they come to school during them hours. But we gotta open up to that. See, they send us one person because they don't know about what's going on. But if they could if they have 10 people that they send us, you say, you got your GED? No, you got your GED? Let me ask you something. What you doing from 9 to 3? And if you do a pilot program, which is something that you could say they came in here with a 5th grade read level, in like 5 months, they end up with a 6th grade read level. See, that's why the directors are important, because the directors are supposed to be assessing how well they are doing. Their mother's name, their mother address, permission for them to be here.
Right.
See, with all that paperwork, and then how have they progressed? Man, you was absent yesterday. What happened? Yo, man, don't do that no more. Or either you ain't in the program. You got to be the type of person that know how to run a program. If you know how to run a program, you got people in City College and Columbia College that'll give up time to do a pilot program, and then the following year you ask for money for them, ask for a stipend for the youth, transportation. You could do that, but you can't ask for money and don't have no youth.
Of course, I understand what you're saying.
That's where the shit come in involved. So now I talked enough.